Got one. We got one. What's going on, guys? So today we're out here on this little bayou. It is 70 degrees today, which came out of nowhere. I'm not complaining at all. We're gonna go ahead and get some different baits out. We got the Kool-Aid chicken for catfish. We got some carp, and also we have an interesting bait that I'll talk more about in a second, but this spot is pretty good. Last time I came here, caught some huge catfish, and I've also caught a 5.5 foot gar here. So there are some big fish in here. Let's go ahead and throw some baits out, see if we can get on one. Okay, so this is a lesser siren. It's a type of salamander. I actually found it in a ditch and I tried to keep it as a pet and it died in my tank. I think I need to get a water testing kit for my tank. I don't know why it died, but we're gonna use it as bait. Kind of messed up, but let's see if anything wants to take this. All right, we got a piece of carp right here, little. I say little, but I can still catch a giant fish on that. Let's go ahead and toss this out, see if we can get on a gar. I saw a big one roll, but also a catfish will take this as well. Okay, so last time I was here, I was using just the Kool-Aid chicken, and I'll show you these catfish I caught. They were huge, but like I said, there are some nice gar in here. I've never seen any over 6 foot, I'd say, but I'm sure they're in here. And if we're gonna get one in the month of January, odds are it's gonna be today. It is 70 degrees. By this time next week, it will be in the 20s. Alrighty guys, we're getting tons of bites on this one, but I think they're just little channel cats. No big takes yet, but it's just steady getting hit. See, look at that. It's definitely not a gar, it's definitely not a big catfish. It's crazy how untouched this area is for the most part. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know if you see that wake. That was easily over a 6 foot gar. That was a huge gator gar. Caught a lot of gar. That was a giant. Oh man, I'm just praying he comes back this way and takes one of these shad. I'm actually wanting to fish here now. I know there's life in the water. Oh, let's see if we can get some fresh bait in the cast net. The thing with gar in the winter is you know they're there, but until you see them roll, it's like you don't really want to fish for them because they don't seem like they're active. But as soon as I see one roll, I'm like, dude, I gotta get some new bait. I'm fishing here until it gets dark. So we're walking over here. It's a lot easier to cast this way with our cast net. Gosh, that was a monster for this little bayou. But I mean, it's no shock to me. I grew up on a bayou about this size and I've seen gar much bigger than that. When the water's high, the big fish come in and feed. Got a sac-a-lait. Oh, whoa, we caught a melanistic spotted gar in our net. He's not fully melanistic, but look at his belly. That's pretty. Pretty little fish. The spotted gar do not smell the best. The alligator gar don't really smell nearly as bad, but the spotted gar are pretty stinky. Yeah, the top is like completely normal looking, but the bottom is melanistic. Look at his throat. Alrighty guys, we're back out. The water is much lower than what it was before. I don't know how that's gonna affect the bite, but we're gonna throw out some big shad. I caught a huge shad recently. We got some fresh bait. So if there's any monsters in here, they should bite. And like y'all saw last time I was here, we saw some big gar, but the water was much higher and the water's freezing. So I don't think we're gonna get a gar, but a catfish will definitely bite, I think. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get some lines out, see if we can catch one fish. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and throw out this big chunk of shad. We're gonna throw this on the left side. And we're gonna throw out the head piece of the shad on this side. Alrighty, on this one we're throwing out a piece of shrimp. Alright, well, we just got our first bite of the day on a little piece of shrimp. Did not stay on though. So what we're gonna do is put a little piece of shrimp on that one. Hey guys, so there are definitely catfish in here. They keep playing with this one, but I haven't had any stay on yet. So we downsized this piece of shrimp to see if we can connect with one on this 2-pound test. See what happens. I would imagine they're channel cats, but I have caught some huge blue cats out of here. Alrighty guys, we got something on the 2-pound test. Let's fix this drag, see if we can get it. He's still on. Oh, we lost it. They're biting like crazy though, that's good. Got one. We got one. We got one. Let's go. Finally. First fish of 2024 is a baby bullhead. What is wrong with him, dude? That's what's been tearing up my bait, dude. We finally caught one. I've never been so happy to catch a small bullhead in my life, dude. It has been a grind to catch a fish with the freezing weather. Alrighty, well, we got a fish this year, finally, dude. I've never been so happy to catch a baby bullhead in my life. Honestly, this would be great flathead catfish bait, but we're gonna let this dude go because he was kind enough to bite my bait and let me catch him. So we're gonna go ahead and take this hook out and let this dude go, and hopefully we see him when he's a lot bigger. We're gonna leave this shrimp in his mouth so he can have a snack. Alrighty guys, that does it for this video. I am so happy with that catch, considering I've been fishing quite a bit, not catching anything, and those are a native species. A lot of people think those are trash fish. I don't think any native species is a trash fish. I think it's a stupid term, but happy to get that bullhead. And honestly, that would have been some great flathead bait if it was a little warmer and if the water was rushing a little more, but we let that dude go to see another day, and hopefully we can catch him when he's much bigger. But as always guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next fishing video.